It began, like so many voyages of discovery, with a curious encounter. During the long afternoon of an otherwise unremarkable life.
Now then, let's see what we can do for you. What is your background?
Well, I have a master's degree in European history from Cambridge.
All right. Do you have any skills?
Skills? No.
Do you know how to use a computer?
I'm afraid not.
Can you type?
Type? No.
File?
No, I cannot file.
Can you follow instructions?
No, I cannot.
Carry?
No.
Bring?
No.
Put?
No.
Use? Can you use things?
No.
Learn to use them?
No.
Watch while others use them?
No.
Who was this charismatic stranger with no skills? Skiles was determined to put his considerable lack of abilities to good use. But how?
You have all of the job qualifications of a dumbass.
Double tall latte, half 1%, half 2%, and a little room at the top for... Excuse me.
Hello, Paul Raymond.
Philip Skiles. I was just wondering...
I know what you're wondering about, and the explanation is quite simple. You see, owning a seeing-eye dog would be animal oppression. As a vegan, I would find such an arrangement morally offensive. So I got myself this seeing-eye dumbass.
Kind of fine-looking dumbass he is.
You know, the law states that if you're blind, you are under no obligation to scoop after your dumbass.
Hey, kid! What's up?
Coincidentally, your dumbass and I have met previously.
Oh, you know each other? Are you also a dumbass?
What do you want, Raymond?
Is that you, sweet Elaine?
I said, what do you want?
Elaine, are your coffee beans harvested using farm equipment that burns fossil fuels? Fossils come from dinosaurs, you know, and that would be dinosaur oppression.
Just get on with it.
All right, let me think.
So how are things working out?
I would like...
Quite well, actually. The work's not difficult. He's rather a decent chap.
Soy
Glad to hear it.
No, I was going to call you, in fact. Do you have any other work for
Extra
me?
soy.
Something small to make ends meet.
Instead of coffee.
I just might. I'll look into it.
So, will you be wanting condiments to go with that pound of pork sausage you brought with you? Vegan?
The sausage is not for me. It is for my tapeworm. I myself do not eat meat. Excuse me.
Interesting. His client was courageously making the most of a disability which he did not in fact have. Skiles had mixed feelings. Oh. What made it all even more unorthodox was that Raymond himself was only pretending to be blind, and Skiles quickly deduced why. It seemed he simply liked having a dumbass around. It comforted him. Made him feel more intelligent.
The styrofoam peanut is not found in nature, dumbass. Thus, nothing natural is harmed when it's harvested.
Skiles soon discovered that Raymond was not alone. In this complicated new millennium, everyone, it seemed, liked dumbasses.
Good job, dumbass.
And in the months ahead, he was easily able to secure for his client a number of dumbass-based vocations. He got paid to predict the future over the telephone using a colorful deck of cards.
Ooh, I don't know what to tell you, man, but you do the Picard card, man.
Oh, is that bad?
Whoa. Duh?
He used his dumbass perspective on modern lifestyle choices to write a popular sexual advice column in a weekly newspaper. He became a famous glass art fabricator. For his job as a high-priced architect, he drew inspiration from his dumbass sense of style. Ah, yes. A noticeable addition to Seattle's skyline, indeed. He found his greatest success as a radio traffic reporter. This requires explanation. You see, regular traffic reports advise motorists where best to drive in order to avoid each other.
In the slow lanes on Pine Street. If you're headed eastbound this morning, recommend you leave right now and head westbound to avoid the morning commute.
But of course, they're all listening to the same reports. It's really quite diabolical. But dumbass traffic reports are decidedly different.
If you're like driving on the freeway right now, or just on the freeway, stay away from this area right here, because it is just hideous.
People assume the advice to be inaccurate, and thus ignore it.
Whoa, there's some skateboarder dudes in the 7-Eleven parking lot at 12th and Dearborn. Recommend alternate parking lots at this time.
So the recommended roadways are always wide open. People around the world tuned in to his daily reports. They solved Seattle's traffic problems forever. Driving became fun again.
Whoa! Hey, dude!
Raymond had to pretend he was blind even while driving, so his dumbass wouldn't suspect anything.
Dude, for God's sakes, dumbass! You have no depth perception and you can't even tie your own shoes. Please don't tell me how to drive.
Now here's our award-winning KRFL traffic report. Okay, whoa, watch out for, total assholes driving on Aurora Avenue North this morning, dude. Whatever happened to common courtesy
Be
on the
quiet,
roadway?
dumbass. I'm trying to hear the traffic report on the radio.
The dumbass often taped his traffic reports weeks ahead of time for greater inaccuracy.
Okay, see, dude, if you're traveling south on I-90, there's this enormous traffic jam there, so get off the road, man! It's people trying to get to work and shit, man!
A number of vehicles are being driven in
Dumbass, be quiet!
chaotic manner out on
trying to
Marginal
hear it.
Way if you want to.
Be quiet, dumbass!
If you wish to join them.
Dumbass, be
Okay,
quiet!
talk about retarded, dude. Check this out.
Dumbass!
Okay, last week near
Dumbass, be quiet!
Pickles,
Dumbass!
hocking up everyone's lives as usual. Dude, it was rush hour, dude. People got tired of your emergency.
Dumbass! 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 Dumbass!
I've been meaning to tell you. I just love what you've done with your dumbass character.
Oh, thank you.
I have to admit, there are times that it would be nice to have skills like that.
Sure.
Say, for example,
you've just eaten dinner at a restaurant and, for whatever reason, you don't feel like paying. If you're a dumbass, there's just no way they'd be able to make you pay.
Yes, right. Well, keep in mind that it's not so much a dumbass character, as you put it. It's really just being able to access the dumbass that lies within.
Really?
Of course, of course. Look, we each of us contain within an enormous dumbass potential yearning to be fulfilled. You try it.
Me?
Yes. Reach down inside and find the dumbass in you. You can do it. Hello, dumbass.
Hey dude, what's up?
Over the next few days, he taught Skiles more about the way of the dumbass.
Consider the lowly beagle. Some would suggest that the beagle is simply some sort of animal. Nonsense. The beagle is, in fact, nature's natural dumbass. 2 million years ago, all human beings were dumbasses. Life was simpler then. But civilization came, and we lost something. We are complex beings. Each man is a gathering place of discordant parts and possesses in of himself all the joys and needs of a dysfunctional family. Thus, seek a life comprised of both wisdom and remarkable unintelligence. That is the balanced way.
Skiles labored to awaken his own dumbass, to gain a measure of oneness with his dumbass sense of self. To no avail.
Skiles, it would seem you have no dumbass inside. I suspect there's something wrong with you. I'm sorry. Well, business calls. Must trot along. Good luck and all that.
Along the length of each man's journey, he encounters one right path and a million wrong ones. Thus, the life of a dumbass is a life of infinite possibilities, a wealth of entanglements and misadventures that Skiles would never know. Because deep inside of him, where a dumbass should be, there was nothing. He felt like such a fool. The world was going mad. And he was being left behind.